Good evening, everyone. It's Thursday, June 13th, 2013. I'm here back at work. I left earlier but came back. I've had a pretty emotional day, so I'm just here to clear my mind and get through it. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight, and hopefully working on some forms, remembering stuff, keeping it fresh in my mind so I'm not forgetting things on the floor, and really holding myself to that standard as a Kung Fu instructor. Knowing your shit, right? So, like I was saying yesterday, a lot of times we take things the wrong way when we're emotional, and this week has definitely been one of those. And a lot of times, things don't always translate the way that are meant to be translated, but we can't help the way we perceive things. So it's really important that we take a step back and really look at situations for how they really are, and get clarification on things, and not let things boil over and let things sit, because that's just how things get worse, and you never really know the real truth, and you deserve to find the real truth about whatever. So yeah, that was definitely a learning experience for me. Even on days where I'm really emotional, I really have to commend myself for still fighting through it. A lot of times when I do not feel good, I tend to just say screw everything and everyone and really just hide, and stay in my cocoon, and I don't allow anybody in, or I don't allow myself to come out to anybody. But today I really just had to put the mask on, put the game face on, and just pretend, pretend until it's over and I'm allowed to take that mask off again and really find myself. And a lot of it is just coming back to center. There are times we're going to be led off our path, and there's times where we're going to be led off course of where we want to be. But in order to find that true balance, we always have to find our center again. It kind of reminds me of the analogy that Anthony gave to me during our firearms training. When you look at the target, you want to be looking at your sights the whole time, and wherever you point your sights to, even if you get moved, you always know that center point of where you're shooting. So in a way it kind of relates, like regardless of how far you get thrown off course, you know where you're supposed to go, and your body will naturally react to that and find its way back. So I guess in a way it kind of relates, because even though you're going through stuff, if you just let yourself be for a minute, you'll find your way back. Everyone thinks that even if you're going through a hard time and you think like, oh, this will last forever, it's so painful, it's so whatever it is you might be feeling about it, it always passes. And you just got to remember that that's going to last maybe a couple hours, maybe a few days, maybe a month, maybe it will be a year, whatever. You're going to get through it. You still have that year to go through, you still have all that time, and in that time you need to just find ways to cope. And my way of coping is just staying busy, staying uplifting to others, because even if I don't feel well myself, if I can at least be helping somebody else, then that's when I really fail, or I really feel like I let myself down. Especially for those kids, I had Ninja Garden today, and that was the one thing that I knew I needed to pull it together, because if I'm not there as happy Miss Christine, what fun is Ninja Garden to those kids? And it would break my heart to have those kids not have a good time because I'm having a bad day. So yeah, that's where I really draw the line for myself to snap out of it. So that's all. You get back to practicing. So
Woohoo! Woohoo!